the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Hannah Scholl.
Oh, Hannah. I know we've been saying it all morning. Folks probably get tired of it. We are just fired up for football.
No. Do you know Oklahomans? No one's tired of it.
You did like a kick over there in the Weather Center?
I didn't kick. I did, in fact, trip over the...
I thought you were fired up for football.
I mean, I am fired up, but I was tripping. I was not kicking.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. You just totally exposed me on TV. It's fine. Well, the first day of September, it's coming in with a little bit of rain, and we have a little bit cooler temperatures as well. So tomorrow, I think we're going to stay in the 80s in south central Oklahoma and southern Oklahoma, and the cloud cover is going to extend up to Stillwater, but your rain chances are lower in Stillwater, so that's good news for the start of football at Boone Pickens Stadium. But here comes September. The area of high pressure remains to our west. That heat dome that we dealt with all summer long, that's staying to the west. We have this area of low pressure kind of sweeping on through, bringing us rain chances for Thursday and Friday. We have seasonal temps. Seasonal for this time of year is upper 80s, close to the lower 90s as well. And then we have more 90s making their way into the forecast, but mainly for north central Oklahoma as that heat dome builds back in place over the north central portion of the country. So this is this time next week. We see that area of high pressure to our north. So the further south you go, you'll have a little bit more seasonal temps and the heat will build for north central Oklahoma. But 76 degrees is your current temperature this morning. So it's feeling a little bit stuffier, a little bit more humid than the past few mornings have felt. And that is kind of the trend across the entire state, except for in northeastern Oklahoma and in the Panhandle as well, where you see those greens. But everywhere else, lower to middle 70s this morning. Winds are still from the northeast, so that will at least keep our temperatures in the middle and lower 90s. So we're not getting back up into the upper 90s by any means, but our winds are gradually shifting through the day today. 93 degrees are high in Oklahoma City, 92 in Clinton, 94 for Alva and Woodward, and 87 in Lawton. We do have a 20% chance for a thunderstorm in McAllister over to Ada, down to Ardmore and Durant, and over to Lawton as well. These are going to be very isolated in nature, so your rain chances for this afternoon are low, even if you're in that light green area. But overnight tonight, we'll see an increase in cloud cover, and then tomorrow we have an increase in rain chances for much of the state. 69 overnight in Oklahoma City, 66 in Ponca, 68 in Stillwater and Tulsa, 70s along the Red River and in basically south of I-40. But for tomorrow, 86 degrees our high temperature. I think it's because we do have an increase in rain chances, an increase in cloud cover as well. 87 for Hobart, 80 in Lawton, 79 for Ardmore. You can see based on the temperatures where your highest chances for rain are, because once the rain starts, it's going to keep those temperatures kind of with a lid on them. And we're going to be really close to where those temperatures stay in the lower 80s. So right near us, we could be getting people in the 90s. Meanwhile, we stay in the middle 80s in Oklahoma City. So a 30% chance here, 40% chance for Hobart, Altus, Lawton at 60% chance over with Ada, McAllister. It's all going to come right up from the south, right up from Texas, right along the Red River, and then continue on its way north and east. So South saw a 60% chance there. And the further north you go, 20% chance for Tulsa, Stillwater, and then up through Miami as well. By Friday, we still do have a higher chance right down in south central Oklahoma. So Ardmore, Durant, still a 60% chance there. None of this is expected to be severe, but they could be gusty, just not reaching the severe level. So we could see gusts of 45 miles per hour, just like the storms we had earlier over the weekend. 40% chance in Ada and McAllister as well. People could see up to an inch of rain down along the Red River. The further north you go, your rain chances do taper off, and therefore, of course, your totals taper off as well. A quarter of an inch expected in Oklahoma City. But then we're in the 90s through the weekend, off and on rain chances, but staying fairly low. Labor Day is looking like 91, and we stick with the upper 80s and lower 90s.